Welcome back on the halftime show on the PAC Sports Network as we're joined now by Malik Potter, the great senior three-point shooter from the Chatham Cougars. Malik, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Malik, Chatham sitting in first place in the PAC standings, also recently earning recognition in the latest NCAA regional rankings as well. What's the excitement level on campus among, of course, the school, but you and your teammates as well?
We're definitely really excited to have the opportunity to actually be regionally ranked. To us though, we kind of don't think much about it. We still know we have a bigger goal in mind, so sticking to get that bigger goal and then celebrating after.
And you rank in the top three in the PAC in scoring and three-point shooting. What's been the key to your success this season?
I'd just say just putting in work. I always have big goals for myself, have standards and, getting in the gym, working as much as I can. So then I can say that's where the success comes from. So
you've been one of the best scorers and three-point shooters in the PAC for years now. Coach Richards had said that, and you had termed it putting in work. He said that you have been putting in work constantly. You're always getting shots up in the gym. How hard do you work, and what type of drills do you run to stay sharp from beyond the arc?
Mainly just game-like things, just game-like situations that I put myself in, trying to expose that and put that into the drills that I run. And that's the sport I love. So I try to be the best at it.
After spending your freshman year at Muskingum University, you transferred to Chatham. You've been with the Cougars for the last 3 years now. Tell us about your journey and what led you to Chatham University.
Muskingum, had a great program, but it just wasn't for me. And my high school coach, Jordan Marks, coached me my senior year of high school. And he was actually close with Dave. So it was kind of a nice transition. He needed a player, and I happened to fill the role. So glad I came here.
And prior to college, you were also one of the top scorers in the WPIAL at Winchester Thurston High School. You averaged 25 points per game as a senior, also named first team all section, and played in the Round Ball Classic at Geneva. Tell us about your experience at Winchester Thurston and how that laid the groundwork for your basketball career.
It was definitely fun. That's probably where I first, started to actually really love basketball. I saw that I could be pretty good at it. So then ever since then, I've been working, trying to get to the next step, and we are here now.
And for years, Chatham has always been a great three-point shooting team. And I know he's banged up right now, but 6'10", big man Ben Pollock has been a fine addition to the team after transferring in last season. How has Pollock opened things up for shooters like yourself?
Oh, well, his presence inside, it takes a lot of responsibility. So, it's either you help off him and you leave us open, or you help off us, you leave him open. So it's kind of a win-win either way. So he definitely helps us tremendously on the offensive and defensive end.
In addition to the great three-point shooting, this year's Chatham team, one of the best in the PAC on defense and scoring defense. How much has Coach Richards stressed defense this season, and what kind of problems is that creating for opponents?
Well, his whole mentality is, everyone can score the ball, but defense is wins championships. So with the defensive end, he makes sure that, he has to have the best people in at all times on defense. And with that philosophy, we kind of took it and ran with it. And now we're, as you said, one of the best defensive teams and trying to be even better.
And what has been a great season so far for Chatham? What do the Cougars need to do to finish off this season with the program's second ever PAC championship?
Just continue to weather the storm. I think we're in a great position to do what we came here to do. I know we can do it. I'm very sure that we will do it. So it's actually just now it's time to put in the work and do it.
And tell us about your major and plans for the future.
My major is business. For the future, I plan to hopefully go overseas for a little bit and then come back here and probably help my family out with their little business they have. So
it's something I learned in chit-chatting with you before we began this interview. You also not only a very talented basketball player, but you play the piano, which is something you just recently learned how to do over the last couple of years. Tell us about that and your interest in playing piano.
Well, one of my favorite musicians is Ray Charles, and I always see him you know, like on movies and shows, how he was able to work his fingers with pianos. And I always thought like that'd be a pretty good skill to have, especially with basketball, just being able to move your fingers. So I kind of picked it up and ran with it.
Malik Potter, his fingers not only can shoot the basketball so very well, but can play the piano as well. Malik, thanks so much for your time, and good luck to you and the team the rest of the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We'll have more coming up here on the PAC Sports Network.